right. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk Fabulous show. Today is Sunday Funday, and we are going to be incorporating conversation about inspirational cards. And yes, stay tuned with us because during the show, maybe about midway or so, we'll see, we'll flow with it, right? We will be pulling some cards for those who are with us live. So you'll have to let us know down in the chat if you want us to pull one for you. We may not get to everybody, but please do let us know. We're going to do as many as we can, but we are going to have fun today. We are flowing with it, having a great time. So let's talk. Woo! All right. Hello, panelists. How are y'all doing today?
Awesome.
Good. Okay, so we're flowing with it. We have fun. As I mentioned earlier, we actually have 4 original card deck creators on today's show, and I'm really excited about that because we're gonna have fun seeing each one and like I said, pulling some cards. But before we get to that, we are gonna have a little bit of a discussion with everyone. So let's just do a quick little go around, and I'd love for each of you to share a little bit about who you are, what you do, and where are you located in the world. And I'm gonna start with Minette.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. It's great to be here. Kim, thanks for inviting me to pop in with this. I'm Dr. Minette Riordan. I am in Loveland, Colorado, and I am really passionate about supporting women in midlife to reconnect to their creativity, and I use art as a creative process for doing that. Love intuitive painting, and am a painter myself and long-time serial entrepreneur trying to manage all my bright, shiny ideas.
I love that, Minette. Awesome. Thank you. And moving on to Pati, tell us about you and where you are.
Okay. Hi, I'm Pati Maez, and thank you. I appreciate you inviting me, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm an artist and a card deck creator and also mind body life coach. I've been doing that for over 20 years, and I decided that it was time to just dive into what really makes me happy and passionate. So I help women and men in relationships to thrive.
I love it. I love it. And Pati, did you say where you're located?
Oh, SoCal, Southern California, between Los Angeles and San Diego.
Awesome. Okay. And Nori, tell us about you and where you are.
Hey, Kim. First, I want to say thank you for having me on. And I love coming here. I absolutely love everything about coming here. So thank you. I am Nori Love. I am a registered nurse. I'm a life doula, and I'm currently located in the Pleiades. No, I'm just kidding. I'm in West Virginia.
Thank you for that nice little joke. I love that. Okay, and Alexandria, tell us about you and where you're located.
And first, I'd like to say thank you also, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you and everyone watching. I'm Alexandria Barker. I live in Ontario, Canada, not too far from Ottawa, but out in the country. I'm an author and a speaker and a channel, and currently my current project, and which I've created my new card deck for, I guess card deck creator also, is to help empower children and help them connect with their internal power centers so they can, be their most fulfilled little people, and they're our leaders of tomorrow. So they're my focus for today.
Yeah, I love that. I love that too. I know I saw Pati getting all excited about that, right? The children. I love that. Yeah. So let's just open up the discussion talking about how. Oh man, I feel like everything could go so deep actually. So we do want to make sure we have plenty of time for pulling cards, right? But maybe just some general initial thoughts and like what led you to, be interested in cards? Anybody like to open up?
Yeah, I will. All of us can. Yeah. So I remember when I got my very first deck. probably in my late 20s, early 30s. So maybe I was a late adapter. I don't know, but I was in a bookstore in Estes Park, Colorado, and discovered the Jamie Sam's medicine cards, my very first animal deck. And it sent me down such an amazing rabbit hole of sort of discovery of different types of cards, but also personal discovery. And not being 29 anymore, it's been several decades that I have had fun, playing with these types of cards in so many different settings. And I find them to be both just aspirational and inspirational. And when I feel really stuck, there's such a great path through some of that stuckness for insight. And as someone who loves to make art and journal, they make such powerful journaling prompts. And I think it's a place that we forget to dive in, is to really work with the cards a little bit more deeply than just picking one and reading what it says in the book.
Yeah, I love that. Who else wanted to add to that?
I will. I just
Go ahead.
Everybody.
I just want to tag into the animal cards after you go, Alexandria.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to say I'm a real fan. I have a collection of over 40 decks now, which may seem excessive, but there's really like a card for every kind of mood that you're in, and I have them all. I use my pendulum to determine which one. I have them all categorized, so I always know which deck has the most significant meaning for me. But yeah, I use them pretty much daily, and I just love them. Just even like a one card inspiration for the day kind of it. Purpose. Yeah, they're amazing. I love them.
I love that. And I want to highlight for a moment, we have Carolyn saying she'd love a card. So I'm going to do my best to catch as many of these comments as I can so that we can come back to them. So I'll just repeat again, if you want a card pulled for you too, and we may not get to everybody, but please let us know, because we'd love to do as many as we can. Let us know in the chat. So I'm going to now pop on over to Patti. Patti, tell us your thoughts.
Yes, I'd like to tag on to Minette's comment about the medicine cards. So first of all, when I was a little girl, my father taught me how to listen and see without eyes and ears. And he would teach me how to read the animals, to talk with the animals, and just know what they're saying. So that's been something that's been a part of my whole life. And as a little girl, I would like to, I wanted to play with my siblings. They were always playing cards and games and such. And they would always say, "You're so slow. No, you can't play with us." And finally, one day I said, "I'll make my own cards." So 60 plus years later, I made my card deck, and I released it this past December. And it just was overwhelming how amazing, it was received and such. Now, as I got older, in 1988, I was walking through a bookstore in Pasadena, California, and suddenly this book just fell. And, when that happens, we all go, "Oh, that's supposed to be mine." And at least I've noticed that with a few people and myself. So I picked up the book and I looked inside. I just opened it up and I went, "Whoa, that's some of the information my father taught me. And that's how I read this stuff." And so I just jumped right in, and it just, again, took me down that rabbit hole. And I used for years in my coaching and mentoring program, and just giving people clarity and direction, and help them to see that they're so much greater, help them empower their own future self today for tomorrow. So it's been a really fun journey, and I've collected other cards along the way, and they've been helpful, but the animals have been my main ticket.
I love that. And you know what? You said the word empower, and so I got to give one of these. Yeah, right? I mean, anything that serves to empower us and help us feel, aligned and confident in who we are in our life journey, I think is a wonderful tool and gift. So, and Nori, I don't want to leave you out. I don't think you raised your hand, but did you have any thoughts you wanted to share?
I do. I have a couple of quick thoughts I wanted to share, because I'm coming at cards today from a nurse / law of attraction practitioner. And, even if some people are like, oh, cards, I don't know how I feel about them, that's okay, because there are other benefits if you don't feel comfortable getting a reading kind of thing. And there are great ways, and I don't want to digress. So first of all, you have to admit it's fun to get some information about yourself, or information that you want to try on,
Yeah.
right? And it's so cool because you get to appreciate the beauty of the card, and you know, you go into the feeling of the card, and in your mind, I don't know how you do it, but in my mind, I go to what's in that card and go, oh, what would it be like if I did that? And I do try that card on for size, just to kind of have my imagination go to a fun place. And even from there, I might go to another fun place before I come back to interact. But during that time, we were playing in fun places. Our vibration, our frequency was so high that all of the cells in our body were smiling. And that makes us healthier, and that makes us have more well-being. So there's many reasons to play with cards. Yeah.
Okay, so I might be having a little extra fun today with some of those. Thank you for sharing that, Nori. I really appreciate you adding that added insight and layer of perspective to it. Because there is so much that can come through, and what a great tool to, like you said, open up to those new perspectives and insights. I really love that. So let me next ask, for those that don't know, apparently yesterday, so we're recording this on April 7th. And actually, I might have the date. Let me see here. No, today, April 7th is World Health Day. And so I know, right? So, we've got a little commercial for that in a moment, but I want to ask you all, how do you see cards being able to support someone who can identify with being on a healing journey?
Well,
It's a wonderful process. It's a wonderful process. I worked with hospice respite and a while back, and I noticed that using the cards with my patient and also the caregiver, and I've always said that the caregiver needs as much, if not more, care than the patient, because they're going through, the patient is getting care, but the caregiver doesn't get as much. And I have found that using the cards with them really opens them up to self-care. I have to pay more attention to myself, and I have to really take wellness full on. So that's what I'd like to add.
That is such a great point, Patti. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that about caregivers and their own well-being. Absolutely. Alexandria, how about you?
Well, I was going to say, I mean, the card deck, there's so many different ones, but I think when you get into some specific, like say, for example, the chakras or our power centers, they can be so educational. And so that's actually what I've created for children. But I've used them so much as an adult, just to go to the cards and learning more about each individual chakra, but also which one needs my attention today. And I mean, I've developed courses around this. I've worked with crystals and aromatherapy, and I brought all of that, which also I just released this beautiful Wishes Have Wings, my latest book, and the Chakra Angels, and what my card deck is that I'm going to be showing you all later. But it's just a way to really get to know yourself on a new and different level that we just don't experience. And I think when you take the time to set your stage, like light a candle, this is a sacred time. So when you really take the time to breathe, bring yourself into a meditative state, and let your spirit really shine through. And you get some really strong intuitive hits, and strong guidance. I just think they're such an invaluable tool. But they are a tool, so not to give your power away to them. It's all, you've got it all inside. You don't actually need anything out there to do that. But they're fun and beautiful. So they're fun.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here's speaking of guides, my cat.
I love it.
Always at my side.
Thank you for bringing it back to where the power, is within each of us individually, and how this is simply a fun tool to support us in that.
Yeah,
Let's take a quick break. It's absolutely, yes. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back to continue the conversation and pull some cards. Oh, let's try it again. Woo! Okay, so let's go ahead and sprinkle in some card pulls right now, right? We don't need to wait any longer. So let's get started with the first couple that I saw. We first had Carolyn digitally raising her hand. She'd love a card pull, please. So I'm going to go to Alexandria. Oh, wrong direction. Alexandria.
Okay.
Would you like to pull one for Carolyn?
I do. And just to be fully authentic, I only have a handful printed. I have, because they are chakra cards, I have 7 of them, and they've just they're still in process. So but I'm just going to pull one here, and okay, here we go. Here's this beautiful little, this is a third eye chakra, little angel.
Ooh, okay, hold it up. Let me make you big. There we go.
So the angel of the brow chakra, or third eye chakra, and she's working with the essential oils of hyacinth, jasmine, mint, and violet to help balance her brow chakra and stimulate her imagination, intuition, and ESP. And she says you can mix a little bit with a little bit of carrier oil and dab it on your brow chakra. My intuition is strong and leads me to my highest good, is the affirmation for this card.
Cool.
So yes, your brow chakra or your third eye chakra, but because it's for children, I didn't want third eye. Could spook
Did you
them.
draw them?
Gorgeous art.
Wow.
Yeah, I think who did the art?
Can I give a shout out to the artist, who's
Yes.
Patricia Van Asperen, who is also the artist for the Wishes Have Wings book. And this was we just completed this. We thought, you know what, we're not done. We need an inspirational card deck next. So so we started right in on that.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Carolyn, hopefully you saw that one. I think you did. Let's move on. Let's pull another. We're going to pull one now for Charla. Charla said a card pull would be awesome if you have time. We absolutely have time. And so I'm going to move now to my other direction. Oh, Minette, would you like to pull one for Charla?
Sure. So this is a collaborative deck that I'm creating with my son that is creative affirmations and beautiful mandala designs, and created by my son, colored by me. And so let's see, Charla, this says, I am an artist of life, painting my reality with love and imagination.
I love that.
Beautiful.
And you know what? Can you tell us what all the colors are in that? Because I saw there were lots of colors, but I'm not sure I'm seeing them clearly right now.
Sure. And yeah, my camera doesn't quite want to focus. So this is orange and purple, primarily different shades of orange and purple. And those are both colors that traditionally symbolize creativity, with a burst in Alexandria's language of that second and third chakra energies, right? The orange and yellow, which is where our creativity
Sacral and
lies
solar.
also.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you for that. And of course, if you get a card pull today, feel free to let us know in the chat if it resonated for you or what that might bring up for you, how that, opens up and expands maybe a perspective or a thought or something, just as we were talking about earlier. I love it, love it. And we still have more cards to pull. Let me take a quick look at the audience comments because we have so many great things coming through. And let me make sure if there are any new requests for cards. We have so many comments. I want to make sure to catch everyone. Hello to Skip and Cheryl. And we have Tamara letting us know that Skip would like a card pulled today. So Patti, would you like to pull a card for Skip?
Sure, I would. Oh, you bet I would. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead because I like to pull two, especially like Skip could use two, right? So first of all, my card deck is Looking Forward, Empower Your Future Self, and it's a 52 card deck. And so I drew, and also I use the 7 chakras, it's 7 series using the 7 chakras, and what else? 7 cards in every series. So this one is in the solar plexus, and it is about present teachings. The cards are the series are past, present, future, animals, elemental energy, elders, and chakras. So this card is Ascension. This is all about ascension, and spiritual ascension refers to the process of evolving or transcending to higher states of consciousness, often associated with spiritual growth, enlightenment, or a deeper understanding of oneself and the universe. Embrace your personal ascension by centering, aligning, and grounding to rise above your current status. Then follow through with a plan action to create the very thing you are wanting. Remember, becoming more aware and confident, you will trust your intuition. And it's all about needing to ground in order to ascend. And if you watch owls, you'll see that they do that very thing. They kick themselves off and take off. The other is you, Skip. It's so cool. I drew the swan. The swan is all about embracing grace. It's about surrendering to grace and allowing yourself to be present with whatever is here now, and to not force or get in a hurry to get something done, but just to allow yourself again to be grounded, so that way you can make sure that all your details are taken care of, and then that way you can slowly move into that ascension and rise like the phoenix.
Ooh, I love that, Patti. Thank you. Thank you. And we did have some comments from, where are they? From Carolyn and Charla, saying that the messages resonated with them. So hopefully you all are seeing those in the chat. I am here doing my best to navigate the chat with you all today. And once again, we are so grateful for Barbara, because Barbara typically helps out with that. And awesome. So thank you for that, Patti. We're going to take a quick moment to hear about the tour of love that will be coming, and then we'll be back and pulling more cards. So if you would like one, let us know down in the comments, because we'd love to pull some more for you.
The word is out. The Tour of Love show is coming back.
Let me tell you, with our amazing reach and the success with our international audience, E360 TV is excited to have us back.
And boy, could the world use some higher vibes now.
Today, more than ever, people are feeling the pain. They're feeling like, what is going on, and love can absolutely change the world.
Raising the frequency through love.
Oh, hi, I'm Fran Kaplan, the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking female in the world. I also hold 9 world records. I did a book signing on top of Kilimanjaro down by the wreck site of the Titanic. I've written 22 books. I'm a comic. I do a lot of things. But the thing that I'm really excited about now is that I am joining the Tour of Love. And I am going to be joining it with a lot of talented people.
It's that energy that connects us to dreams, our imagination, our faith. It's about being love connected. It's joy, love, laughter. It's the love in finding our purpose and why we're here at this time. It's finding the love along the journey, trusting the destination will be determined by each step.
I mean, my philosophy is live every day as if it's your last, and one day you'll be right.
If you're ready to join us on this journey, well, the time is now, and the need is now. It's time for the Tour of Love show.
I love
Wow.
that. Yeah. I laugh at that Fran Capo quote every time. Live every day as if it's your last. One day you'll be right.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's elaborate a little bit more specifically about why do you think cards are fun? Like, what makes them fun for you? I just get lit up when I think about cards. I'm like, oh, it's so exciting. What do you guys feel that way?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, for sure.
What makes them? What do you think elicits that?
Well, for me personally, as someone who's always loved art, the art is often what pulls me in. And like Alexandria, I have way too many decks in my personal collection. And then, I will offload some of them and then more seem to find their way in. But I am always really pulled in by the art first. And then I think like some decks definitely seem to resonate more in terms of imagery and symbolism and insightful wisdom. Some of them feel really complex and complicated and take a lot of time. Like I think it was Pati or Alexandria talking about just really sitting with the card and really looking at the imagery and the symbols. And what can seem really simple at first, I think can take us really deep. So for me, there's the beauty and I think also the mystery that keeps me coming back over and over again to a particular deck.
Love that. Love that. Yeah, Nori.
I think that, and I've watched a lot of people get cards, because I've had friends that did cards. And I've got like the Abraham Hicks cards and some religious cards, but I haven't done the other cards yet. The thing that I've observed is that people, you get into this kind of like magical little state, before you receive your card. And it's like such a beautiful state of allowing, maybe even like when you're a little kid, you're just so open and so free from resistance. And then you get your card and then you get the beauty of whatever the card was. But I think there's magic in the allowing of the receiving of the card. I think there's something really special there.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I will add one thing I really love about cards are the colors. And then also, especially when I love all cards. There's so many cards and I love them. But I love when there's like really vibrant, beautiful colors. And when I see images or symbols that might relate to something going on in my world, I'm like, oh, that card speaks to me. And it's just fun. It kind of like lights up, areas within, I'll just say my brain, I guess. And it's fun. It's like energy flow.
Can I jump in with you? Because I'm feeling your vibe. So the past few days, I've been just pulling a card every day, one of the Abraham Hicks cards. And the third time I pulled a card, here's how it went. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, you have got to be kidding. I literally said that out loud. It was so spot on that when it happened on the third day, I was like, okay, this is not by chance. This is a trend, So spot on.
Yeah.
I found they're great ways to help strengthen my intuition. So it's like if I've like been thinking about something and like, oh, maybe I should try that or do this or call that person or whatever. And I'm not really like listening. I'm not really owning that. I'm not trusting it. Sometimes I get like the card showing me like, oh, it's telling me again. It's like, okay, Kim, like all those messages you got before, like, yeah, just do it. Trust it. Go with it. I don't know. That's one of the gifts I love about cards. I see we have a couple more hands raised for cards. So let's go ahead and we'll move on to, where is it? Tamara Hunter put her hand up. So Tamara, you're going to get one of my cards. You're going to get one of an Every Day is a New Day deck. So let me make myself big really quick while we pull a card for Tamara. And okay, let's see what message wants to come through for Tamara Hunter. Oh, love this. And I just thank everyone for being here today. Let us know what's coming through for you in the conversation. Again, I just think these are so fun and love that we have so many awesome ladies here to further. There we go. Okay, Tamara, you got two. The first one says, oh my, well, Okay, so here's what I've also learned is, not everything's going to make sense right away, or it might. And let's just go with it. Be open. So what does this one say? This says, it's a little long. It says, are you forfeiting your dreams for the excuse of time? Time will pass either way. You use time wisely by filling it up with your dreams, not by letting your dreams go for the sake of something less fulfilling. Another thing I say is that even though we pulled that for Tamara, and I don't know if that resonates with her or not, even though we pulled that for Tamara, like when we watch things like this, and we see someone else getting a card, like it may have been for someone else, and yet it's like, oh, that might be someone else that is like, oh, that hits home, Oh, wow. We have another deep one today, Tamara. Okay. This one says, what version of yourself will you choose to be today? The choice is always yours, and every decision is always acceptable. But will you always accept the outcomes you manifest when you are not aligned with the highest, best version of yourself? Well, Tamara, I'm just going to say, Tamara, I think is freaking rocking it with fulfilling her dreams and being her amazing highest self. But, I don't know. Let me know if either of these resonate for you in any way. Those were two very deep ones, I thought.
Great.
Can I say something? I have to tell you, I am having I'm having a light bulb moment, because listening to each of you, cards have changed, right? This is a whole new world of cards. This isn't the old, tarot cards. These are inspiring and directional and high energy. They're amazing. I'm so impressed with all of them. Yeah.
Thank you for adding
and
that.
motivating.
Yeah.
Motivating. It absolutely. We have another one. Let's see here. Carolyn is letting us know that Tori would, and I don't want to botch your last name. So Tori would like a card. So I'm going to cycle back to Alexandria. I think we started with her.
Oh, okay.
Alexandria, why don't you go ahead and
one
pull
for
one?
Tori. So I'm just going to Tori. And let's see what okay. All right, I'm getting throat chakra. I got a throat chakra card for Tori. Whoops, there we are. Can you see that? So he's out in outers. Oh,
there you go.
Whoops. Oh. Okay. So this is the angel of your throat chakra, which is out here, right here, which allows you to communicate your truth and, with tact and diplomacy and honesty. And his affirmation is, I speak my truth with confidence. So he said that the throat chakra, or Vishada, the color is light blue. The element is ether, which has no form. That's why he's out there. And he says it helps you to always speak your truth. And the throat chakra is also about hearing. So it's about what you're speaking and what you're hearing. So it's all about communication. So yeah, so that's for Tori's card, and I hope that makes sense for you. So just to maybe give some loving attention to your throat chakra. You might want to wear blue or eat some blueberries, or think about a beautiful, maybe a blue jewel or flower or anything at your throat chakra. And the lovely thing about this new card deck is they can appear any way that you want them to be. So if you're not into angels, you can think about fairies or really anything. But collectively, they have a lovely little expression that I just would love to share. They say, thoughts are things and wishes have wings. The happier your thought, the more happiness it brings. So just to remind everybody that you're creating every moment with your thoughts, with your emotions. So if you don't like what you're creating, it starts up here. Just change how you're perceiving things and your whole world will change. So that's what these cards help remind people.
I love that. We have another request. We have a request for a card from Barb. Barb is saying, hi, Tamara and friends. Just woke up, and I'm going to jump to the end. She said she would love a card if there's time. And absolutely, Barb, there is time. So let's go ahead and have Minette pull a card for Barb.
Awesome. So remember, these are creativity affirmations about waking up your creativity. using mandalas, which are so powerful for meditation, relaxation, for focus, and for remembering that our life is made up of the whole as well as all the individual parts. And today, the message for you, Barb, says, each day I nurture my creative spirit with positivity and intention. I nurture my creative spirit with positivity and intention. And again, it's those same first three chakra colors, all yellows and reds and oranges. So a lot of sort of fiery activation energy, I think, happening here for these today.
Love that. Love that. I always get confidence when I see yellow, you know, having confidence with doing what you do and being who you are. I love it. Okay, well, we are going to take a moment to see another commercial and connect the dots between cards and success and all the awesomeness that is brewing for you out there in the world. And we'll be right back with more card pulling. Got to give a big shout out and props to Barbara Beckley for these awesome videos she creates for our show here. Yeah, just love that. Okay, so I think we have another request in the chat. I want to verify though. So we have Connie with us today, and Connie had a question. She said, anyone can come, and I'm not quite sure if that's a request for a card. So Connie, if you're still with us, please let us know in the chat if you would like a card pulled, and we'd love to do that for you. But in the meantime, I'm actually, I was reminded by our friend Tamra how much our purple pen friend loved pulling cards.
Yes.
And yeah, and she was all, yeah. Okay. And she was always, yeah, she was, I know, I'm sorry. Well, so for those who know, so much love. And so I'm so sorry. I'm taking a moment to get to it, right? We love our purple pen friend. And how much she was always like, Kim, pull a card for you. Kim, pull a card for you. And I was like, and so we're actually going to pull a card for our purple pen friend. And I'm going to go to Pati Maez for that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, my throat just choked. It's so cool. Thank you so much for picking me and for honoring our dear friend. And oh my goodness, so much. Okay, this is like the perfect card. Oh my gosh. It's in the sacral chakra, and it's the elder wisdom. And so how cool that, I mean, I'm already in preparation. I'm already going into ritual for the eclipse. And during those times, I'd have conversations with this person who we love so much. And I would draw a card. So this card is intimacy. And oh my gosh, talk about intimacy. All of us have experienced, those of us who knew this beautiful person, experienced that intimacy. It was that wonderful way of how she'd come in and then she'd fly, take her wings and fly, and literally took her wings and fly. Anyhow, I'm going to read this. I'm just so overwhelmed with excitement, joy, and all of that. So intimacy is all about revealing your soul to be seen, held, and loved. And boy, did you do that, Missy. It transcends the physical. It's about bearing your soul for engagement and love, whether in private, honesty, or shared openness. And there was a lot of that. Remember, elder wisdom aids you in finding the inner grace to understand your own intimate needs. And I don't know about you ladies, but and Skip and all the other guys, but there was this is very true to okay, so remember, elder wisdom aids you in finding the inner grace to understand your own intimate needs, vulnerability, and your genuine desire to connect and be truly seen by your inner self and others.
That's so hard.
And so that's and by the way, every card I painted these 52 cards, and it was just a miracle. And she was there at the beginning, and she was there during the process, and I sent her a deck to say thank you, and then all of this happened. So thank you so much. What an honor.
Cool. That's so cool.
You did beautifully, Patti. Thank you. I know I kind of sprung that, right? And we all are feeling that come through. So
I have to tell you, this morning, I was trying to troubleshoot the television for an 86-year-old who lives for TV, and it wasn't working. And I'm starting to get stressed, you know, and sometimes background. But when the TV made a connection, it was some lady selling from her personal store in her home, you know, like paparazzi or something. And the first words that I hear is, "Yes, Helene, for you, this butterfly."
Wow.
that's what the lady on the TV said?
Yes. Yes.
How cool is that?
And I was like, okay, okay. Thank you. Isn't it crazy?
Wow.
Isn't that
Wow. Oh,
Love it.
that is very crazy. And as I use the word crazy good. That's what we're saying. Crazy good.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You guys are all awesome out there, you know, chiming in with the comments. And I see so many who've already received a card pulled are saying, yes, that resonated. And thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. So good to hear. And I saw that I saw that Connie confirmed she would like a card pulled. So let's go ahead and pull a card for Connie. And I think that circles back round to me. So let's pull a card for Connie. Okay, let's see. Every day is a new day. So I think that's the first message. Every day is a new day, Connie. Okay, let's see what message wants to come through for Connie. Oh, okay. What do we have here? It says, keep going. Okay, let me make myself big so you can see this too. There's a little more to read on here too. Okay, it says, keep going. This is not where your story ends. It was just a plot twist.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's really great.
Hope that brings some light and upliftment to your day, Connie. Thank you for chiming in. What else is coming up for our panelists as we are here? You know, God, and I'm already looking. I'm like, oh, we're nearing the end of the show already. What? I love this so much. What else is coming up for you as we're playing with cards, having fun with it? Any other insights that you'd like to share about why you like cards or how they're helpful to you and the people you work with?
I love the focus on fun and what Nori said earlier about no matter your belief system, there's a deck out there to support and honor that. But it just reminds me of just not taking ourselves too seriously and not taking the advice too seriously. That, you know, when we approach it with fun and curiosity, any kind of, I think, personal depth work, which, you know, working with these kind of inspirational cards can be, the more fun that we can make it, I think the more that we get out of it, because we learn from play and fun. So I would just remind everyone to, you know, live by Kim's words today of just making this really fun and playful. You actually, I think, absorb more than when it feels heavy and serious.
That's such a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, that really is. And I think too, just for people to know that, you know, you're attracting through law of attraction, you're drawing through your energy, matching up with the energy of the cards is how those cards are being drawn to you. So again, if you're getting something and you're like, I don't like that card, then there's something in you that it's asking you to have a look at something inside of yourself and to shift that. And as soon as you do that, that's going to change. It's just like if you go to have a tarot reading or something done and you're upset with it, it's not like it's carved in stone. If you make a couple of changes in your life and just like shift your perspective, it's going to change everything. So there's nothing to be afraid of. There's something to just have fun with and enjoy and just to explore and play. Yeah, I love that play aspect of it too. It's really fun.
Thank you for that, Alexandria. Yeah. Well, and I don't think I said this earlier. I always like to say, take what resonates, leave what does not.
Yeah.
One of the beautiful things about cards is, and everyone kind of said this earlier, about how it helps open us up to new perspectives and new things to look at. And we bring it right back to, where does the power reside? This is you and your life, right? Take what resonates, leave what does not. It's fun. It's fun. No pressure. You get to be in flow with it. Yeah. Anybody else have any thoughts they wanted to add to that? Yeah.
Sorry. I love the idea of the cards. We talked about imagination and creativity. I like how the cards stimulate creative thoughts. These are not your average, whatever book you're going to pick up kind of thoughts. These are thoughts that take you higher. And it's everything, That's just everything. It's amazing.
It really is. And also it's, I've been using them as a blueprint, and so have some of my customers and clients. They're so great for business. Drawing certain cards for certain, sitting and setting that intention, meditating for that moment, and then set that intention and really put it out there, because we are, as someone said earlier, manifestation is happening so much faster. I don't know if you're noticing it as much as I am. And earlier we also mentioned that you draw the same card, and when my customers receive their cards, Patti, I get these texts and these calls. I keep getting the same card. And again, it's like, pay attention to the message, and stop resisting, or just notice that you're resisting and move forward and have fun with it is what I always say. Even in business, we can have fun in business, and we make it so, we got to hustle, and I say ground into yourself and then just slowly move forward, because no matter what, things are going to happen, whether it's instantaneous or slowly or down the road when we least expect it. And that's what I love about these cards. They really share, all the cards have some significance to our truth. And what is that truth? And how are we really carrying ourselves? And who are we being? And how do we want to be? And what are we giving? And mainly, what are we receiving? Because I'm sure the five of us, along with our audience and audience, I know some of you are out there that know that I'm all about, it's time to receive, to put all that giving away and time to receive, because tomorrow is this beautiful merging of the moon and the sun, that they're mating, right? They're going to mate in that darkness, and the animals are going to come out that don't usually come out in the middle of the day, because they're going to think, hey, it's nighttime. So it's just a wonderful way to sit and honor yourself. Honor yourself. Give yourself some time.
I love that, Patti. What I hear as you're talking about that is this basically harmony within ourselves, within nature, within the world, each other, all of that. That's what I hear coming together. And I want to give a quick shout out. Nori, I saw your hand really quick, but let me just quickly mention, as we near the end of the show, next week we have a special treat, because Tamara Hunter is going to be coming back. Yes. She says, FYI, I'll be coming back next week to host the Let's Talk Fabulous show. So definitely you want to tune in and spend some time with Tamara on the show next week. And Nori, what were you going to say?
I just want to give and I'll make it really quick. I'm going to give a really quick example of that. How 3 cards, which I never pull, went during a time that might have been, but I intended over it, chaotic. Okay. I was coming into a new doula role, which meant moving an 86-year-old, and there's a lot of moving pieces. You can only imagine, from securing the property to get medical equipment, right? All of that. So the first day I pulled the card because I'm going, something good is really happening here. This must be a God thing, because everything was so smooth. So I pulled a card and I was like, yeah, it's celebrating me. And then the next day I pulled a card and it was like, oh my God, I'm on the right track, because it supported what was going on that day. And then on the third day, I already told you, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, because it was so on. So for somebody who's a newbie to cards, I just wanted to share that, that it's really kind of a fun adventure.
Yeah,
I
really
love that
is.
adventure. Absolutely. Yeah. We are going to take a quick moment for one more commercial, and then we're going to start to share final thoughts. And I'm going to squeeze it in. We have time for one more card pull. If one more person would like to throw in the chat, they'd like a card pull, we will do that. We will be right back, though. Just something fun and lighthearted. National Pet Day is coming up on April 11th, and so that's what that was about.
Hear that, babe?
Okay,
Got mine right
panelists.
here.
Panelists, what? Let me take a quick look. Do I see any new? I don't think I see any new requests for cards. Oh, one card. Okay, Carolyn had a great idea. I love this. One card for the panelists today. I love it. Well, Alexandria, yes, let's go to you, and
Okay.
love to see what angel card wants to come through for.
Okay, I've got I've got 4 others. So let's just. I don't want to pick any of they're all my favorites, so I don't know. Okay, for the panelists. Okay, I've got root chakra. Can you see her?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is the angel of your root chakra.
Beautiful.
Moldhera. Its color is red. Its element is earth. She keeps your legs, feet, spine, and immune system strong and healthy. So this chakra loves walking, dancing, and spending time in nature. Wearing red clothes energizes you, and it's a great way to connect with that chakra and with me, your chakra of the root. Angel of the root chakra. So her affirmation is, thank you, angels, for my happy, healthy body.
I love that. And as I said, as it was introduced as, pulling it for the panelists, I was personally also seeing it as like for the show and therefore everyone who's with us today. And I thought that was fascinating, because wasn't that the earth on the card?
Yeah. That's the element. The color is red. The element is the earth, and it's your foundational chakra. It's all about your tribe. So I think at a time when with this eclipse happening, and we're all really coming together, we're recognizing that we are all one. So we're all, the same tribe. So there's no, us or them. It's all we. It's all us. So I think I agree. I think that's a great card for the panel and for everybody watching, just to.
Well, thank you for that, Alexandria. Yes, and we have one more request. So we're going to do a quick one real quick for Judy, who would love a card from Minette. So Minette, we'd love to see you pull one.
Awesome. I saw that. Hi, Judy. Great to see you here. And Tori, you as well. Thanks for being here. So Judy, the card I pulled for you and the mandala is, I release all self-limiting beliefs and embrace my creative potential fully. It's hard to get that camera to focus in too many different directions, but there we go.
Love that.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, this has been really fun for me. And I thank each of you for being part of this conversation and adding all the different perspectives and elements and, talking about how it's helpful in a health journey and all of that, right? And so as we close out today's show, I think let's just go around and what's one word you'd like to leave everyone with? We're coming to the very end. I got to wrap it up soon. But one word you'd like to leave everyone with to empower them. So that's my word, taken from someone else here today. Minette, what's one word you'd like to leave everyone with?
Play.
Oh, yes. Nori.
Create.
Pati.
Opportunity.
And Alexandria.
Faith. Just knowing that that life is happening for you, not to you, and that all is well. Just have that faith. Everything is exactly as it should be.
I am getting chills. I got chills when we spoke about our purple fen friend, and I'm getting chills again right now. And that is always confirmation for me that we are on the right track. And so I just, again, thank you so much for the light and love of everyone here today, for everyone out there connecting with us. Let us know what you're taking away from today's conversation. And thank you as always for being fabulous and being here with us today. We will see you again very soon with another Let's Talk Fabulous show. Have an amazing day, everybody.
I want to say thank you for joining us today and welcome you back next Sunday as we once again are joined by a panel of subject matter experts that will explore and focus in on our fabulous lives. Until next Sunday.